Hello, I'm John Thorne from Thorny Motorsport and welcome to another one of our little videos about McLarens and like our new funky backstop. Don't get too excited, we haven't built the studio and we have another project. We do shooting ranges and we're at SHOT Show in Vegas next year, so this is actually the other side of the actual stand we've got, so I thought why not get it done so we can use a backstop. So this one is about paintwork. Now we're primarily a mechanical operation. We are servicing repair for McLarens, but over the period of time we have become pretty expert at doing paintwork on cars the last 5-6 years. As a result of that, we now do more than anybody else in the country. On every given month we're doing between 8 and 10 McLarens every month in terms of primarily fixing corrosion and doing some paintwork repairs. This is partly for customers and also for us at a return market. We also do complete custom resprays as well. Our GT4R is all seen Viper green paint we paint ourselves as a demonstration how good we are. Now, I thought it was worthwhile explaining because also the thing about paintwork is that McLaren don't give the paint codes out, they won't sell the paint, etc. How does someone like us do it? And the short answer is it's actually quite straightforward. Okay, we custom blend the paints to match those on the cars. We have all the paint codes now, and also even out the paint codes, we find the constituent makeups of the paint, and then we blend them so we get a visual match. Now, how it works is that these are called spray out cards. So every time we paint a car, in this case we've got McLaren Orange, we'll paint the car and then we'll paint a spray out card. Okay, then it's indexed. Okay, on the back of this card it tells you the basic paint, the colour of the primer, the thickness, the blend, even the gun settings on the sprayer to make sure we get the actual consistency right with the fleck and everything else there and the pearlescent effect. Which means I've got that one there and I've got hundreds of these damn cards, this is just some of them. So each car we paint a car, we paint a spray out card and then it goes in storage. So your car comes in, we'll offer up the card next to the car, make sure it sits, make sure which one works the best, and then paint it accordingly. So that's how we get a perfect match and a perfect blend on all the cars that we do. It is time consuming, and obviously you imagine we've got quite a lot of these things. But it does mean that we know just how many different kinds of blends there are. So McLaren Orange, for example, we've got 5 or 6 these cards. There's a Mantis Green, okay, it's one of those ones. Nice, easy one to match is the answer. And it's on the back, it tells you what I've got, the weight, the gun settings, everything. So I can get a good match in the car. Now here are just some of the cars. So Volcano Orange and Volcano Red are the two difficult cars to match, okay? They tend to fade more aggressively than other colors, and they have issues of getting the paint match. It's harder to do. Not difficult to do, but it takes more time. But over a period of time, we have had cars come in where they've done corrosion on a wing or a bonnet or anything else there, and they haven't bothered to do this. So you've got cars with multiple colors of paint on. So I'll give you an example, look. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 12 different paint cards for McLaren Volcano Red. Each one of these cards represents a car. Okay, so that's how many, just in these. I've probably got 50 of these things. It's just some of them. So it gives you an idea of just how varied you can have Volcano Red, or in this case, Volcano Orange. Same color, okay, but different levels of fade. So that's why I always say to people, Volcano Orange and Volcano Red, make sure you get a car that's been good, consistent, been looked after properly. We sell cars on sale at return now. Nearly all of the Volcano Red or Volcano Orange cars, we've had to do respray work to get the blend perfect. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is not to say how good we are at paint, lots of people can do this, but it's more a question of what something has happened. Now, we have suppliers come to us all the time saying, please use our paint, you please use our tools. And we had a customer come in, a company come in, offering us what they said was Volcano Red paint, okay? They showed me a spray out card, I've got it here somewhere, it says Volcano Red on the back of it, and it's not, okay? This is what they are, I think this one here, I'll easily get this up. That was it, okay? It wasn't Volcano Red, okay? I even offered it all the spread of cards we had. It was nothing like Volcano Red. And they've said to this guy, look, really? You really think this is Volcano Red? Piss off, all right, it's a waste of time. But we kept the card, and we put nothing of it. I thought, no one's gonna be able to do that. And then 4 or 5 weeks later on, a car comes in, and it's a car we've seen before. We looked after it, it's under our warranty as well, about 2.5 years ago. And when it came, we first saw it, we said to the customer, the paint had 5 different shades of Volcano Red in it, been repaired by multiple dealers for corrosion on a wing, corrosion on a rear wing, corrosion on a bonnet. Nobody had bothered to do a proper match on it. So it had 4 or 5 different colors red in it. It looked awful. And in his defense, he said, look, it does look terrible. And I said, we can't sell that car. Okay, it's impossible. And we did the service, did a warranty on it, looked after it since, off it goes. Anyway, so car comes in, same chassis number, and it comes in a different color, different owner. So it comes in, we go, well, that's weird. That color is exactly the same as the spray out card that these guys came to us a few weeks ago. And lo and behold, we got the spray out card, offered it up, same paint. So we looked at it, and I said, it's not Volcano Red. Even though the card says Volcano Red, So I spoke to the owner. I said, look, how long you had the car for? Oh, 3 weeks. And I said, look, you know it's not Volcano Red, don't you? What do you mean? He's bought that car, 12C Spider, with the advert, and he kept the advert, and it said Volcano Red 12C Spider, and it's not. As you can see in the video, it's nothing like Volcano Red. You'd have to be a blind man to consider it being Volcano Red. So I went back to the owner. I said, I'm really sorry, you don't have Volcano Red car. It's a red car, but it's not McLaren Volcano Red. Do you mind me asking, what do you want to do? He'd only bought the car 3 weeks previously. And to be fair to him, he didn't pay much for it. He got a deep discount on what a 12C Spider would be. So he decided to keep the car. But I asked him permission to do this video. And he said, look, fine, you're absolutely right. I bought what I thought was Volcano Red McLaren 12C. I bring it to you and I find out it's not Volcano Red. Anybody else, if you paid retail money for it, full refund and sue the guy, frankly, because they're selling something that's not. Because he didn't pay much for it, he thought, you know what, I'll keep it. I now know I've got a red McLaren. And the paintwork's not badly done, it's not awful, but it's not Volcano Red, and it couldn't even describe as that. So I asked his permission to do this video. That is a warning, okay? If it means that these paint companies are going around to other paint shops, offering this cheap discount paint, saying it's Volcano Red when it's not, as far as I'm concerned, it's fraud. All right, it's not Volcano Red paint, it is a version of Volcano Red paint. So if you try and paint your car, it won't match. So when you come and sell your car, it's not Volcano Red McLaren car. And I wanted that to be aware of it. And again, I asked permission of the owner to do this video. So the idea of this is just to warn people, okay? There are lots of paint shops doing this. We're not unique. Lots of people can do this, but it takes time and effort, and it's not cheap to do. But if you have a car with multiple panels on it, it means a person who has painted that car last couldn't be asked to match the paint to the next one. For Volcano Red and Volcano Orange, we have to blend in at least the next panel, because there's no way you can blend on a sharp line. It's just not, that's what blending means. Some cars are easier, you know, Mantis, you know, we've got 2 or 3 cars of these, so easy to do. But McLaren Orange, nice and easy, a couple of them, you know, Santana. We have every paint here. And if we have a new car we haven't painted before, we do the same process. We match it and then go and then keep a card for it. So I wanted to be aware that what the effort goes into paint, but also that there are people out there who are offering something they're telling you is McLaren Volcano Red, and it's not, okay, and that's not right. Now this owner of this car got it at a deep discount, he's happy me doing this video, but what if you go to a dealer and you buy a car, say it's Volcano Red or Volcano Orange, whatever car they've got, and you park it up and find out it's not. All right, if I'm buying a McLaren 12C in Volcano Red, I want it in Volcano Red. I don't want some person's version of Volcano Red, and it's not right. Okay, so just be aware, I'm now changing all of our seller return adverts to say genuine McLaren Volcano Red, because I have to do that now. Pain in the ass, but that's what it is. But we're looking for buying a car, or you're looking to have your car repaired, make sure that people who can do it will do a proper job, blend it with a proper paint, and you'll be happy. If you don't, you can end up with a car that, potentially speaking, has at least a £20,000 or £30,000 bill coming its way to respray it. All right, hope that helps. Cheers.